Hello, Gemini. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss with your December 2018 mini tarot reading. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment and thank you so much for supporting me all year by liking, sharing, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. And also thank you very much for those of you that have had a reading with me. Thank you for blessing me that way. And also, I just would like to say from my house to yours, happy holidays. May blessings rain down upon you and your family throughout this holiday season and into next year. That would be awesome. With that said, let's see what's coming up for you, Gemini. Here we go. Let's take a look. Oh, it says you may be hearing from someone from the past. Of course, it's a month of family gatherings and whatnot for many. But this, I feel like you may be hearing from someone you were even in a relationship with, and it might even be just a reminder of how things were before and how they are now. So I hope it ends up being a blessing to you. It says take care of the relationship you're in, no matter who shows up. If it's a good relationship or if it needs some work on it. You'll be happy that you did. Also, it says that there's going to be gaiety in the midst of change, meaning that you're making plans possibly for next year, whether that be business, travel, or whatever your plans are. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of them for next year. It says just make sure that if you have a partner, or you have a wife, a husband, or family, or whatever, make sure that they're part of the plan too. Sometimes surprises can go very wrong here, and I don't know why I want to say that. For those of you that might be planning a surprise, you might want to check all the details. It says because of looking back to how you got to where you are today, you're going to make some changes that are permanent changes. Not that anything is, totally wrong, but sometimes a slight change can change everything, so to speak. It says if you had a disagreement with somebody, you were heard. It was maybe you were heard, but maybe you need to offer an apology to somebody. It seems that some of the Geminis have a difficulty doing that. And if that's true, it just says, there's nothing more appreciated than a sincere apology. With that said, it says it brings you more than what you want and it brings you happiness. So sometimes if you can suck it up, so to speak, and offer that apology, things will be much better. But it did say that you were heard in the disagreement or whatever it is that's going on. But that apology will change things in a bigger way than you realize. Also, it says, it doesn't matter how things were before. Again, it says it looks like you've looked back to how you got to where you are today. This is going to be a big instrument in helping you make plans for your future. And it says you will continue to grow in whatever you're putting in. Whatever seeds you're planting this month, I think they're going to grow quite nicely for you. I feel celebrations are coming this month. Again, that could be because of family gatherings, but it also could be, maybe you've taken a little time to relax. I know a lot of Geminis really have trouble just relaxing and doing nothing. They're always busy, it seems. With that said, you're going to find that you have more to give that you want to, or what people want from you, rather than just doing. Something's already in the works that you've wanted to hear about or plan about. Maybe you've applied for, I don't know, some kind of opportunity, whether it be a school, whether it's money, a loan, or whatever, but it says there's something in the works for something you've planned and you're going to be quite happy with the results, although you're probably not going to hear about it until next month, I think, like in January sometime. Almost dispense with justice, mean what you need is on the way. You have no more excuses now because you've made changes that makes your money flow much better this year than it has in the past. Your intuition is right on the mark, so don't let people take that from you. When you really know what you know about something, just find a nice way of speaking up about it. Don't just do something. It says share your information, and I'm pretty sure whoever you're connected with, if it's about to do with a partner or a family, they're going to see that the decisions that you've made before, if you speak up and no surprises, they've always come to pass. So make sure you have a nice talk with them about whatever change it is that you're wanting to do here. Also, it says what you've learned in the past, you're going to put into practice. And this brings you the Wheel of Fortune. Things get better and better and better. It says you won't be repeating the same mistakes as before because you've made a change, maybe in how you see things, maybe in how you do things. Those of you specifically that are in business have had a change that has brought more income, and that's always a good thing too. If you have any legal stuff, get it taken care of now. Don't carry that in all through next year. If you have to make some choices, sign some papers, whatever it is that has something to do. If you owe some parking tickets, get them paid. I'm just saying that don't take any legal issues if you don't have to throughout the whole year next year. It'll give you a lot less stress. Your wants, wishes, and daydreams still are important, but you got to share them, maybe with your partner. Don't make people guess what the answer is. If they ask you something, say what you really mean. Don't answer it with a question or say, well, what do you want? If someone wants to know, I know it's very specific. If someone's asking you a question specifically, if they're your partner, your wife, your husband, your kids, whatever, say what you really mean, and it'll be a much better outcome throughout the month, throughout the year, if you can do that. It says plans you've made for the future, oh my goodness, they're going to be really good for you. And it says take some time for yourself. Maybe you've worked really hard throughout this year, or long hours or something, and you didn't really take any time for yourself or your family. You might want to do that, not just for the holiday season, but set the tone for next year. Make sure you make family time, and that's going to make things a lot better for you. Your wants and wishes are important, your dreams, your prayers, whatever, they're heard. But I feel with the Nine of Cups, which means you get a wish, you're going to have some real changes that were already put into place that are going to carry through next year. That's going to bless your family and yourself. And if you're single by yourself, it's just going to help improvements there. So with that said, Gemini, this is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss. I want to thank you for dropping by today, and also happy holidays from my house to your house. I so appreciate your support all year, and I'll see you again next month.